For the final presentation, I do have an important trio of announcements that I'd like to share with all of you, and that I've been asked to do. So there have been discussions during the past quarter, during the past academic trimester, during this year. Many people have been working very hard in our advisory council and the academic community of the Universidad de la Libertad to try and put together a trinity of initiatives that all complement each other. And I'm happy to announce that we've started with these. We've jump-started with these, and we plan to consolidate these towards the end of the year and certainly in 2026. So these projects are, first of all, the creation of a centro de emprendimiento, an entrepreneurial center, an entrepreneurial ecosystem, which is going to be called Catalaxia Ventures. I think you saw some images of Catalaxia Ventures before. And that is our new addition to the Mexico City entrepreneurial ecosystem, which is, by the way, the largest in Latin America. And this is a great initiative in a strategic partnership with our good friend Daniel Dron, with Genial Accelerator. And it's a true partnership. It's a true partnership. It's not like, it's not all being funded by our main patron and by Universidad de la Libertad. This is a business, a true entrepreneurial business venture. And we're hosting our very first event on October 23rd during Mexico Tech Week. So, Daniel, fantástico que te unas a esta gran aventura con la Universidad. Now, here at Universidad de la Libertad, we firmly believe that all those participants, those so-called possibilitarians that today participate in the entrepreneurial ecosystem, what our friend Pedro Lopez Sela calls the engineers of reverse innovation, that are able to innovate despite adverse circumstances, they also need a world of ideas. And that's why, parallel to the creation of Catalaxia Ventures, we're also launching an idea center here at the university, a thought leadership center that is able to talk about the values of adaptability, of the flexible society, of special economic zones, of thinking out of the box and how to propose creative public policies that are able to spur inclusive prosperity and innovation, that are able to empower citizens with human dignity and social mobility, and all those values that I think represent the core of the classical liberal tradition. Much in the manner that Pano Canelos was sharing with us today, how Shakespeare, the classical liberal arts, the great books are actually essential to forming an entrepreneurial mindset. Well, that's our idea too. Together with the Entrepreneurial Center, we need an idea center. And that's the second part of this trinity of initiatives that we're announcing, that all complement each other. The Idea Center, we still don't have a name for it. I'm the one that said, well, let's just call it Idea Center for the sake of a name. But we're going to do a concurso, a contest among students to come up with the best name. And the winner, well, we'll see what the winner gets. But I promise you, it's going to be very sweet among the students. So the third part that we're also pretending to launch is the creation of a philanthropy fund, a donation fund that we're able, we've obviously put the seed money into it. There's already some students that today enjoy the equivalent of a full ride here at Universidad de la Libertad. But our goal is to have a fully funded, a well-funded donation fund so that we can invite new students that are not able to meet the financial requirements of entry into the university, and that we can fund them either completely or partially, but also those already here to be able to go in the future to the University of Austin to be able to take a series of courses or spend a semester abroad with our different partners, let's say in France or in Argentina, or in London, certainly many parts of the US. And I think this is a great complement. We call it a philanthropy fund, but it's a type of entrepreneurship fund for funding future talent, the future thought leaders and entrepreneurial leaders of Mexico, and why not the world. All these projects today are part and parcel of what the university represents. And they were born, in a sense, out of conversations that began with forming this radical innovation summit. Irma, I wonder if we're ready to begin. Yes, so I'd now like to, we've had a small adjustment to the program, and we thought that it would be really cool to recognize every single one of our 7 awesome participants in the co-creation that we had the first day, and that all presented such absolutely wonderful ideas. So Dr. Jorge Diaz-Cuervo thought, well, let's recognize all of them. So we have special diplomas for each of the participants. Jorge, would you come up on stage, please, to recognize each of them? Do we have the diplomas?
Excuse me, Brad Lips, come here. Yes, of course, this is to celebrate the effort of all 8 participants. I think it's 8 participants who are going to receive this recognition. So let's start with the first.
Can we have the diplomas then? Brad, why don't you put in the middle, please?
Okay, so this is for Preneur Lab Youth Innovation Trust. Please, a big applause.
If all the representatives of the organization could come up so we can take a picture.
Here he comes. No, that's not him.
Ya se fueron.
All right, the next one, go ahead. Idea País.
Se quedan aquí.
The Center for Democracy Research. And Students for Liberty, where there you go. Epicentro. And humanamente. Felicidades. Open Dialogue Foundation. Congratulations. And finally, the Warsaw Enterprise Institute. Warsaw.
Thank you all. If we could just stand still so we can take a picture, please. Thank you all for being at Universidad de la Libertad. And if now the 5 finalists could remain on stage for the grand announcement, the rest, if you could please take your seats. Looks a little like the Oscars, no? Okay, so I'll turn it now over to Brad Lips. Thank you, Brad.
Okay, well, we're getting to the grand finale here. I have in front of me the names of 2 runners-up, which will each receive prizes of $7,500 to help power the prizes that they pitched at the Shark Tank competition. Our winners of the 2 runner-up prizes are Jorge Chuya Chavez of Humanamente. And I promise I'm going to botch the pronunciation of this name, Katarzyna Szpeszka from Open Dialogue Foundation.
Caixa.
And then the grand prize winner of a $15,000 prize for the Shark Tank competition that we've been so privileged to put on here with the help of U of L at the Radical Innovation Summit 2025. The winner is Luis Cano from Epicentro.
Felicidades a Luis Cano y a todos los participantes. Very, very exciting moment. Thank you all. Bueno, pues hemos llegado al final de la tercera edición del Radical Innovation Summit. We are now at the end. We have a cocktail at Cafeteria Rio, but before we adjourn, I do want to mention once again our enormous gratitude to Atlas Network, Centro Ricardo B. Salinas Pliego, the Human Rights Foundation, and especially Universidad de la Libertad for making this incredible experience happen yet once again. It should all make us feel very, very proud that we have finalized the third edition of the Radical Innovation Summit. Muchas gracias. There are certain names that I always like to recognize in these events. This has been going on for about 10 months. It's been a 10-month conversation. And two fundamental interlocutors here that make this possible, that have been through Zoom calls and dialogues and emails and whatnot, are, of course, Petar. If you could stand up, Petar. The director of the Decentralized Technologies project of Atlas Network, and my colleague Guillermo Peña here at the university. But there's more. There's actually a lot more people. Everybody here at the community has worked extremely hard. And I want to single out particularly the enormous effort and work of the team that organizes this, the team of Irma Sanguinés. Irma? Colonel Irma, as we now call her here. And of course, her members, Dani and Paoli, that just, I think they live here. I think there's a tunnel like the Chamber of Secrets in Harry Potter where they actually live, because you can come here at 1 in the morning and there's Irma and Dani and Paoli trying to get ready for the next event. It's really remarkable work that they do. And another one that, of course, we have to recognize. Where's Derek? Derek Holsford. Thank you, Derek. Thank you all. Please join us at Cafeteria Rio for some wine and for some hors d'oeuvres. And once again, thank you, all of you, for participating in the third edition of the Radical Innovation Summit 2025.